Sharp Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com and off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. Question of the day is, why do I think so many women in the United States of America or in North America are single? I think I did a video talking about why a lot of women are single a couple of weeks ago. And, you know, most women have their struggles just like guys, unfortunately. And due to the environment that we live in. And there's three things that really influence a lot of women. And it really can't be avoidable. I mean, women have to be able to figure out a lot of things and navigate around a lot of obstacles just as men do. But there are three things that I've pretty much figured out over the years that's caused women to be so confused and misguided when it comes to dating. And number one thing is her mother. Yep, her mother. Her mother is, a lot of these mothers are a part of the problem when it comes to a lot of their daughters. Because, see, a lot of people don't like, talking about somebody's mother is like uncharted land. You know, you're not supposed to talk about mothers, in, at least in America anyway. I don't know about anywhere else. But in America, talking about mothers is kind of uncharted territory. So the reason why a lot of these women out here have such a hard time when it comes to dating is because their mothers weren't shit. Their mothers ain't shit. Their mothers raised them to think in a way that's not even practical in most situations. And their mothers are still influencing them today, whether they're dead or alive. Their mothers still influence them in some type of way. And a lot of women, I've said this before, a lot of women have a very irrational way of thinking. A lot of women act like they're reading a fucking novel or some shit like that. So just the way they think and the way they go about doing things. Everything has to be like a fucking fantasy or some shit like that. And that's just not practical, and life just doesn't work like that. You know? So the mother is a part of the problem. Not all women, but there's a lot of women out here like this. Over 50%. I'm afraid I have to say it. I mean, now keep in mind, I actually know some women, older women, that have daughters that are younger than me, and I listen to some of the shit their mothers are saying, and I be like, what the fuck? You know, you're fucked up. So, I have first-hand experience with some of these women. I know the mothers and the daughters of hundreds, thousands of women by now, and I done met so many people over the years. So a lot of shit they're saying, that a lot of these mothers and daughters be saying is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? So the mothers is a part of the problem. It's a gift and a curse. So, and the second thing is their girlfriends. Single girlfriends. Really. See, a lot of women take advice and they get influenced by single girlfriends. And these single girlfriends don't have probably never had any success with women in their entire life. They don't have a man. They're not married. A lot of these women don't even think about getting married, don't even care about being married. They don't want anything to do with a guy. And even when they do get a decent guy, they don't know how to treat him. And this is who they're taking advice from. And these women, a lot of these women are having kids. They're getting married early. You know what I mean? And these women are a lot of these women are giving advice to other women. And a lot of these women you see on television. You see a lot of these women marching for women's rights. That's what they claim, but in reality, they just want to be treated better than white guys. That's all that shit is. So the whole women's rights, it's about power. That's all it's about. They ain't got nothing to do with no women's rights in itself. They just want power. They just want to be treated better than white guys. They want to be able to do what they want to do and say what they want to say, and fuck who they want to fuck as many times a day as they want without being judged. So all this slut walk and all this bullshit, please, man, you know. But these are the women that are on Instagram and within the mainstream media. They put these women on a pedestal. They're giving advice. They got talk shows, radio shows. They come out with books. They have a lot of influence. And the majority of women listen to these people. They listen to these women. So, you know, these women are their girlfriends. Most women, their girlfriends have the same type of mentality. You know, so it's the single girlfriends. And then the third thing is the mainstream media. And I just kind of talked about that because the mainstream media covers social media, what they see on television, as far as movies, videos, talk shows, and even in your local city, your local events, you got these women come out with books. These women are trying to pass public policy because they want more women's rights. They have these feminist groups that they trying to pass laws within the local areas or sometimes even on the federal level. So, you know, and they're trying to push things. Really, they're trying to force these laws and public policies down people's necks. Because a lot of these women, these feminist women especially, they don't want to have anything to do with guys. So what they want to do is force people to accept them. Like force, that's like saying, I'm going to force you to like me. I'm going to force you to accept me. I'm going to force you to accept my ideology and my way of thinking. And that's just not a practical way of going about doing things, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But that's how they see it, and that's how they want it to go. But these women influence a lot of these young girls, a lot of these girls that's in high school, a lot of these girls that's in college. And a lot of these girls they'll grow up and have a kind of a delusional way of functioning in society. And a lot of these women are not going to make it socially. They're going to end up being single. And by the time most of these women figure this shit out, figure out that they've been bamboozled, shit, they already made so many mistakes, they're not going to be able to overcome all that shit. And then they're going to be looking for the quote nice guy or the good guy to date them. And by this time, they might have a couple of kids. And then they're going to get mad when a lot of these single guys that don't have any kids don't want to talk to them or fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the decisions you make sometimes dictate your future. You know, but the odds are against it that most women are going to be able to overcome a lot of these obstacles. You know? So basically, sometimes, you know, sometimes what I would say, the people that most women have in their life can be a gift and a curse. It can sometimes be their worst enemy, because you have your mom, you have your girlfriends, and then you have the mainstream media. So it could be a gift and a curse. It just depends on the person that's using the tool. So if you like what you heard and you want more advice on dating and relationships, subscribe to my channel, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. And if you really want to take your game to the next level, join the Players Club by clicking the link below. There, in that environment, you're going to hear me talk about some of the stuff that I wouldn't normally talk about on YouTube or on a platform like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to get censored or anything like that. So, if you like what you heard, click the link below. Until next time, Sharp Gamers out. Peace.